Welcome acolytes. Today I'm actually going for a reaction for Dragon's Dogma 2, the second ING impression trailer, call it as you want. And why am I watching them? Because this is the only firm that I actually know that actually gets some things done here in the background with games like that, because well, it's a big company, so not a fan of IGN in particular, but I mean, they got the stuff, so I have to use the stuff. And yes, so we're just gonna look at the trailer and let's just see what new things we can maybe hush and see in this freaking game. And yeah, and by the way, left under this freaking impression, there is the monitor of, or the thing of Dragon Dogma 2. You can create your character and then just do a character. So I'm gonna do it. It's free to download for those who actually pre-push it. And yes, I know I shouldn't pre-push something like that, but it's Dragon's Dogma 2. So I'm gonna actually do it. Ooh, yes. So let's look at this and then...
I wasn't sure what to expect from Dragon's Dogma 2. I have Dark Arisen in my Steam library and a paltry 70 minutes of game time that is likely going to increase in the coming weeks. But while I may be inexperienced compared to those already aware of Dogma's greatness, I can safely say that my preview session broke my hype meter.
This looks so effing awesome. This looks so freaking awesome. I honestly cannot believe this stuff. This is... Oh! I'm already happy about this.
I cannot wait to play more. After being dropped into a random save that started me in the middle of a town with the Mystic Spearhand Vocation, I wasn't really sure where to go. But that was the beauty of this demo. Dragon's Dogma 2 organically gave me plenty of options for what to do next, and there's no wrong answer when it comes to how you want to play this game. I was almost immediately greeted by a traveler asking me to find their orb, because if it wasn't found, his master could have him killed.
That jewel was my last hope.
Morris, a shopkeeper, told me that his grandson Raj had gone missing, and a villager informed me that he was dragged off by wolves. When I started talking to people in town, I met folks who told me about a town that was overrun with fell beasts. All of these options were there to pursue in addition to the main storyline. Yeah, none of these are even the main quest. And while I was probably supposed to do the main quest during my demo time, I decided to go it alone, jumping on an ox cart to the next town to see what else I could discover. Dragon's Dogma 2 really clicked with me because you need to constantly be on your toes. There are moments of downtime where you can just enjoy the vista or pose with a random ogre you've defeated.
But look at the details. The skin looks beautifully over it. The teeth, beautiful. The horns, beautiful. The one closed eye, beautiful. The sacking, the freaking, how is it called? Doll, something. Ragdolling, beautifully funny and silly. Nice.
Wait, he's not dead? But more often than not, I was organically finding combat encounters and secrets that I wanted to investigate more. And that amazing loop was consistent as I made my journey back to town. Over the course of 80 minutes, I fought a griffin that flew me into the air and dropped me to my death. I discovered the untimely fate of Raj was affected by the fact that I decided to run off exploring the wilderness.
How unfortunate.
A completely different outcome than what Mitchell encountered during his IGN first playthrough a couple months ago. I took on an ogre that was protecting a treasure chest my pawn had led me to. Yeah, he sat on me. I turned down new pawns that I had met who wanted to become a part of my crew. I was ambushed by a group of bandits making camp, and all of this happened organically while I just explored this small sliver of a massive map. Even though I was probably supposed to do that main quest, Dragon's Dogma 2 had just provided me with a wealth of entertainment that I didn't want to walk away from while wandering around accomplishing nothing related to the main quest at all.
And you know what? This is the beautiful thing about it. that you just can do stuff a lot. And I mean a lot. Go around, do the stuff that you wanna do, and just be freaking free. This is one of the freaking most beautiful things you actually can have in a freaking game, and I just love it, adore it. And don't get me wrong, the first freaking Dragon's Dogma was clunky as F, but the second one, from what I seen right now, or it looks to actually be quite how can I say it? Well, actually, it looks to be finished. Let's say it like this. And yeah.
Here's one example. I had a fight with this griffin earlier. Now, while trying to hunt him down for round 2, I've come upon its nest. I leap into action with flawless skill. And it would seem I'm taking this fight on a little early because it starts at daytime and goes until the game cycles to nighttime. I ended up winning, but it took almost all of my resources. And I had so much fun doing this. Now, the Mystic Spearhand Vocation was interesting, but as it was my first time playing Dragon's Dogma 2, I wasn't able to showcase all of the abilities. Still, the focus of the provided build was clearly all about the spear and your character's ability to teleport to foes and deliver devastating blows. The recent Vocation trailer also teased a wealth of exciting options, like the ability to teleport directly on top of enemies before plunging your spear into their back, and an ability that teleports between status-afflicted foes to deliver a crushing blow. Getting to see what was possible just makes me want to go back and play even more. And if this isn't to your liking, Dragon's Dogma 2 has other vocations available. They include the Fighter, Archer, Mage, Thief, Warrior, Sorcerer, Mystic Spearhand, Magic Archer.
Oh, Magic Archer was freaking overpowered in the first game, if you actually built him right. Yeah, damn. But I'm not going for Archer. I'm always a freaking Magician or a Warrior. Seldom, like, sometimes even a rogue, but nah.
Warfarer, which is sort of a jack of all trades.
Looks effing cool, looks freaking awesome, by the way. It's still freaking awesome.
Not here, you beast! Come and face me!
And Trickster, which we showed off as part of our IGN First coverage. You are free to switch between each of these on the fly by simply talking to a vendor, and taking a peek at the options available makes it clear that each has a lot more depth than expected. The second vocation I had the chance to try was the Magic Archer. Diving into the combat options, the sheer amount of choices at your disposal is incredibly exciting. My Archer had 9 weapon skills to choose from, with Flame Fang Arrow, Ricochet Hunter, Frost Hunter Bolt, and Recovery Arrow selected. Flame Fang Arrow, at least in the build I played, seems incredibly overpowered. But anyway, when the time came to jump over to play the second vocation, I began by being ambushed in a tavern town.
Boy, what's your problem?
Only to make quick work of my opponent by stun-locking them with Ricochet Hunter and Frost Hunter Bolt. It was an incredibly powerful combination, so powerful that the griffin we encountered never stood a chance. In hindsight...
Yeah, I mean, I personally wouldn't even start to build something really overpowered from the very beginning, because it gets boring very quick, and that's something that I just gonna avoid by every might I can actually get, except you actually if you just start and have to build up your strength to get overpowered, yeah, that's good. That's very good. But if you start overpowered, that's just not really something I want to do.
I could have started this encounter a little better. Flame Fang Arrow simply devastated everything with ease. While doing a quest that took me into the mines to collect materials, I was blindsided by this thing. While letting my pawns do their job, I fire Ricochet Arrow and Ice Arrows at the opponent, as well as the very powerful Flame Fang Arrow. Encounters like this and the Griffin encounter before really demonstrate how powerful the correct pawns are when paired with a good vocation. It also did a great job to break up what I thought was a mission to collect rocks. This was constant throughout my playthrough, and I love how the game just keeps you on your toes all the time. Well, the gameplay was amazing and I can't wait to get back to play more. There was one concern I've seen the community curious about, and that's the uncapped frame rate on console. When looking at this, it should be noted that I am playing a version which Capcom clearly states is still in development, and it's not equivalent to the final product. But in this build on PlayStation 5, Dragon's Dogma 2 was averaging around 31 frames per second, with dips during heavy combat moments, while playing with the PS5 set to output at 4K. I did not get to test at lower base resolutions or with variable refresh rate turned on during my time to see if that had a positive impact on performance. However, if I had one hope, it would be that Capcom added more options in the frame rate department, including, at minimum, a capped 30 frames per second mode on console. That said, the gameplay was so fun that it was hard to walk away focused on anything other than my genuine excitement to play more. And as someone that primarily plays on PC, the frame rate didn't bother me that much because the gameplay is that fun.
Yeah, this is the thing, Dragon's Dogma always had fun gameplay. Except for the fact that the stats, defensive stats were a bit iffy. I didn't like the one-to-one comparison of actually just thingity-bob that, yeah, if you have one defense, it actually just defends you with literally, basically just, you get 1 damage less. If you have 100 defense, you get 100 damage less. You know, this just goes that way. Not my favorite, but, I mean, it still worked. And it worked really good. So, won't complain there.
But I'm definitely going to play on my PC. My demo ended in the dead of night trying to help a character navigate the spirits, zombies, and monsters waiting for me in the darkness. But after playing almost 2.5 hours, there's no denying that Dragon's Dogma 2 had me hooked. I cannot wait to play more on March 22nd. If you want to see more about Dragon's Dogma 2, be sure to check out our IGN First coverage. And for more on all things gaming, keep it right here on IGN.
Damn, but as you could see, Acolytes, I mean, this freaking game just looks fun. It just looks like it's really, really fun. That's all. You don't even need a lot of, like, special things or something like that. And, I mean, it still looks awesome. It still looks, like, freaking awesome. But the main thing is, it looks as if it actually does, like, it's fun. It's just fun. That, in my eyes, that's all. It's almost all that matters. Of course, a good story is always appreciated, but I mean, at the end, it is what it is, and it's fine. It looks really fine. It looks incredibly fine. Really, really, really freaking fine. And yeah. I am already happy. Gonna play it like nothing else. So, as it is, Acolytes, good night.